who need what's it called? Items are bad now.
And that is,
Champions that don't need it are great.
speaking of champs that don't need items, Zack. He just needs health, and that means just you need to level up because you do percentage max health damage already. Or not percentage max health, but you do. Like, percentage based on your max health and bonus health, it's weird sometimes.
Yeah, AP Zack is scary.
They are really not locking in this pick, it seems. Okay, so the draft lull, we're being told, is lagging, which is very comedic, I think. A bit of an irony. That this is supposed to help the player's draft, and it's wasting the draft.
Why don't they just like draft on League and just submit a
Well, this is
screenshot?
just to set everything up, and then they just do... What do you call it? This is just get everything out the way without having to put up with the client. Because the client is a bit of a buggy mess when it comes to drafting. Like, if you switch your champion before locking in, and it's too quick on the inputs, it just gives you the other champion you hovered, so... Wait, don't it. Oh, it's back! And it looks like it's going to be a Varus-Ashe matchup here.
Which could also be mid lane or top lane, because, you know...
Could be mid lane or top lane. I don't think we're going to...
4 of our 5 roles.
Don't think we're going to see an AD Varus top lane, to put it lightly. Oh, we have lethal tempo enabled too. Oh, we have all the changes enabled. I keep forgetting this is live patch.
Mm-hmm. We get live patch now.
With the weird Q item system that I hate.
No, I like the Q item system. It makes it easy.
It looks ugly. I hate how the shop looks now. It's an eyesore.
It makes buying quicker. It makes me have to think less.
I always buy the same way that I always have, which is mashing the button on the item.
Yeah. And I play Cho'Gath, so there's not really much variation in my build.
Play blue Cho'Gath?
No, I play tank Cho'Gath. I'm not a monster.
Regular Cho'Gath. The Skarner's locked in, and they're going to need some kind of setup. Skarner's kind of, besides drifting into somebody and crashing them into a wall, not a great solo setup champion.
Aerosol.
Impale's very reactable.
That's true.
Okay, so they have Varus ulti, so they can set it up. I don't know, I think I want to see something a bit more not consistent. I've seen some Varuses miss some pretty bad ultimates, so maybe something a little more consistent, but also that can grab more than one person at a time, because Chain of Corruption is so slow to spread at times.
Oh, yeah.
To multiple targets.
I just question mark chat whenever a Varus misses me when I'm playing Cho'Gath with his ult. I'm just confused on how.
They've rage quit. They've just rage quit. They've rage quit the draft lull. We're going somewhere else. The draft lull has made them not want to use draft lull. We are going to a different site, and it's just going to be the same picks and bans for the first rotation. Unless they want to go full send and just remake it entirely, but they'll have some honor system going on.
Yeah. The one I love seeing when I play Ultimate Spellbook, Echo with Skarner ult.
Oh, great. Yeah, that's really fair.
You use TP, Skarner ult the entire team, then ult back into your Nexus.
It's like old Darius pull, where you would channel base and then at the last second use your E and just pull everyone with you to the fountain. Or Pudge hooks. Oh, Pudge teleports. And then they immediately patch those out once people realize Pudge teleports are really strong when you can coordinate with your teammates.
Oh, yeah.
We need it.
I was playing that in Ultimate Spellbook. I got Skarner ult with Echo. My teammate was playing Anidia.
Oh,
and he just locked them all. He just locked them all in the fountain.
Did we get a We did not get a final red pick. Okay, it will be a Seraphine. Ashe Seraphine. This is some degenerate nonsense.
Auto attack E from automatic converted.
As an avid Seraphine disliker, this is the worst. Oh, Yone's ban, let's go. I was talking about how much I don't want to see Yone ever again.
You mean better Sona?
Better Sona, they do two different things. I'm going to be real. As a Sona main, they do two different things.
And a similar player, they're both free food.
Similar concept, but different styles of executing it. And one's way cooler than the other.
I remember when Seraphine came out and Sona's pick rate dropped to like nothing. Yep.
All the Sona mains, because they're all Enchanter 1-tricks, went somewhere else. I didn't. I still played Sona. I stand my champions.
That's fair, yeah.
Lissandra banned. What are you gonna pick out with a Lissandra here? This is quite. I mean, you could get Ashe maybe, but you have a Zac. Zac is pretty good at shutting down any champion. Let's be real. He's really good.
Oh yeah. My first time versing a Zac top lane, I was very confused.
I was
scared after 5
frustrated.
minutes.
Heals so much health.
No, it's not even the health. It's just he just went a W max build, and just spammed it at my forehead.
Yep.
For like the 14% max HP magic damage at level 1, and I just was confused.
Okay, this is an Orianna. This is actually a really good comp coming out from Brooklyn College. I haven't really talked about the comp. It is Skarner Rell. Yes, if they go for this, this is a really solid combo that I was talking about.
And then there's a Bear Assault that hits them once they're all done.
Oh, you could set this up. This is perfect. And then there's a Volibear. Okay, maybe don't burn your Volibear ulti on this combo. That'd be kind of interesting.
Well, they're all on top of each other.
Yeah, it would be kind of cool. Oh yeah, and it auto-stacks your I keep forgetting Volibear like auto-stacks your passive.
Yes.
So you permanently have Chain Lightning until it goes down. That's good.
But then you have Chain Lightning still because you're just hitting them over the head.
Yeah, you're just hitting them anyways. But it takes like 3 less autos to do, and that feels nice. This is going to be a LeBlanc, and it's still silly how we're seeing LeBlanc, but a different type of LeBlanc. And also a way healthier one.
I say just bring back AD LeBlanc top lane.
It was very interesting, and I'm very tempted to see someone play it again, but also it's not nearly as good as it used to be.
Oh, no.
Oh, this is a Yasuo. I mean, it can work with the Rel, but I don't think it really works into the Ori that great.
I think they're just looking for like the 5-man Rel Skarner.
They have no AP. They have no AP. Zac is going to have a field day with this team comp.
Volibear has that weird Nashor's Tooth, quick
if
blades.
He does go, okay, if Volibear does go Nashor's Tooth, quick blades, that could fix it. And that is a Nocturne. Ball delivery system into a Skarner. This is very dangerous.
Yeah, it's Amazon Prime.
This is either going to be the nuttiest Orianna ultis or the greatest Skarner triple catcher of all time, because I think everyone has experienced the Blitzcrank hooking the Skarner into their team while they're channeling Impale, and it just catches you. And the Skarner just walks away scot-free.
With your entire team?
Yep, just is like, oh, sick, I have this free 3 people. This guy's willing to drag me into the whole enemy team and give me kills? Oh, perfect. And
then he never ults you again. And then he never hooks you again.
Yeah, they learned real quick after that one.
Remember when my entire team was running away and they ulted the 5, and they hooked the 5-stack Darius into our team?
Oh, that's a good one.
And I just hear dun, 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 dun.
Sometimes it is a reflex to just kind of hook someone, but then you realize it doesn't do what you want it to do. It pulls them towards you.
Like when it's a full HP Pike with ult and your entire team is low, and you're just all start panic flashing away.
It is time to start running. And we'll just get through these. Oh, we still have to go through. I forget we always have timer. We always have to go through timer anyways. But at least the pick phase will be quick, but we're going to see how fast these guys load into game. So that's what's going to matter.
Hopefully it's faster than my solo queue games.
Nothing goes slower than solo queue ban phase. Someone waits for 30 seconds and then forgets to ban anyways, after hovering 3 different champions. Nobbin.
Oh, well, you don't like that? That's the best part of the game.
I hate when it's me that I forget I have to do the ban.
Yeah. I just hover and then go back to whatever I was doing.
I don't even hover any of the champions I go to ban. I just ban like the same champion. I hate Soraka with a passion, so I just always ban Soraka. This is a Zac top. I didn't realize that. This might actually be a fun top lane, depending on how cowardly or exciting these players are.
50-50.
Because we can see, I mean, even with Tank Volibear, or Tank Zac versus Tank Volibear, we get to see these two constantly hit each other over the head with their absolute absurd spells and healing. Or we just see them be scared of each other and shove waves back and forth for 15 minutes.
So the normal top lane.
So normal top lane or normal top lane?
Normal top lane.
Yeah. Both of those are normal, but one's more fun normal.
That is true.
I forgot what the bands were. There's Lysandra, and then it's a Camille and a Yone, yeah.
And a Talia. Who bans Talia?
I honestly could not tell you. It's not like anyone on this. Maybe someone's a really good Talia. Again, this is collegiate, so a lot of these are target bans.
That is true.
Like, who bans Shaco? You have to have some Shaco psychopath running around the Rift in solo queue to be willing to ban that.
At the day Pink Ward ever gets on a Smurf account and decides to play in silver, we will all be crying.
We'll all know
that we are never loading into a solo queue game again.
I love watching my teammates just blow up the Shaco clone, full well knowing it's a Shaco clone.
I do it because Heartsteel stack.
I mean, if it gives me a Heartsteel stack, yeah, but usually my teammates...
Shogath ult stack.
My teammates usually just stare at it and are like, oh, sick, it's Shaco, and kill themselves to the AP Shaco.
Or they let it hit them because it's a clone, and then it's AD Shaco, and it one-shots them.
Oh yeah, Shaco can jump. I forgot he could do that. He could, like, triple backstab you with his clone. If he times it properly, he could just get all the... You can get both backstabs at once, and then just keep stacking those. Oh. Shaco never change. Please change, actually. I'm very tired of...
Please fully rework Shaco.
Please fully rework him. Why does he have an untargeted invisibility or stealth action? Not even invisibility. You can't reveal him except for sweeper. It's like a moving. It's a moving Teemo. Who asked for this?
200 years of game design did.
Early game design. Which gave us Singed. Least interactive champion in the game. Besides Yumi, I guess, because that's actual zero interaction, but that's a different conversation.
I remember when Yumi first came out, and she was coded as when she was on someone, she would get AFK kicked.
She still does. As someone who was eating some, what do you call it? I was eating some pork rinds. So I was like, oh, I'm going to play Yumi while eating pork rinds, so I don't have to pay attention to the game for half of it. I got an AFK warning.
For they still haven't fixed it.
They fixed it, and then they broke it again recently. Because they literally said in the patch notes, they fixed it, and now it's just suddenly broken again, so good job.
Because they don't know how... 200 years of game design, they don't know how to code things.
To be fair, Yumi is a special case of, why would you pick this champion? She's not only bad, she's also unpopular.
Actually, she's funny really because she's actually one of the more popular champions.
I know, and it's so stupid. Not a big fan of seeing her in my games, because... I only face the E-girls who one-trick the champion, and then I always will find myself... Actually, I play support, so I don't find myself with a Yumi ever. But the times I do, I get some, confused people.
It's funny because Yumi is meant to be played by someone who actually is a good ADC. Is what they said.
But that... Why would you design a champion like that? Yeah, I know. There's no answer, because there isn't.
Apparently, like, a lot of the pros and, like, high challenger ADC mains actually say that if you don't like Yumi, you just don't belong in a high rank.
I mean, that's also because there is a very easy way to punish Yumi lanes. And that's usually just pick someone with heart. Yeah, pick Pantheon, and you win the lane for free, because...
Pick Pantheon, pick Rel, pick Leona.
Literally, yeah, it's just pick any champion with high pressure and CC and you win the lane. Because what is the other person going to do? It's a 2v1 with an occasional 2v2 for a singular auto attack. And if the Yumi ever jumps off, you just jump on her because she has like a 10-second CD early.
No, that's only if you stun her.
Well, no. Oh, yeah, that's right. The W has its own... I mean, it has its own CD, but... You know what I mean.
Not long. Most of the time, she can get off an auto attack and get back on before you get in range.
Man, and then they said, "Oh, God, we're running low on things. We can talk about whatever. We have the 3-minute delay." It's always weird to just talk about not the game, but we're into the game. So they said they were gonna make
3 minutes.
They're gonna make her skill. We do basically because the game's not gonna start for a while, but said they were gonna make her more skill intensive and expressive.
And got rid of the skill extensive auto attack off for the shield.
The one thing that made her skill expressive, they got rid of it.
Apparently it's because she was too broken in the hands of a good Yumi player.
Oh no, she absolutely was. Are you kidding me? The fact that she basically could throw out like 3 spells, instant regen all of that by jumping off, auto-attacking a champion, jumping back on, and getting a shield for it? Yeah, it was absolutely one of the
giving her ADC shield.
Yeah, and then transferring that shield to the ADC? That champion was one of the best in the game. Why do you think she dominated Worlds for 2 years?
And they were like, this is an issue, let's fix this.
Like, first World Championships she was legal for was 2020. And that was the Garen Yumi bot lane shenanigans. And then the next World Championship, she was just the best AD. She was the best support to the point where she got a skin.
Another even a prestige skin.
It always will pain me that Mako, one of the best supports in the history of League of Legends, gets a freaking Yumi skin. Because that was the meta support during his World Championship run.
And you know what he played? Yumi.
My guy battled for like 8 years on ED, or like, what, 7 years on EDG? Going through the worst and best of it to get a Yumi skin. That has to hurt. Prodigy's giving me some comments, and I will say that guy played a lot of Lux. I'll give you that one. That guy played a lot of Lux. It isn't. Well, you could pick whatever, but, like...
I want a prestige Cho'Gath skin.
That would be insane. No one's gonna buy that, unfortunately. He did want his cat to be in League, which is very legit.
It's funny because Yumi's, apparently they put out the stat for Yumi's prestige skin, and it was the least bought skin of any event.
Which is not surprising.
People bought more chromas than they did a prestige skin.
Well, chromas are significantly cheaper, especially because they gave them away for a while. Okay.
No, I mean in the event though. Like people who had the option between buying anything, they bought more chromas on like a single account through the event than they did the Yumi skin.
You do have to think about also the ratio of Yumi mains to everyone else.
She's one of the most highly played supports though.
Yeah, but that's also, again, by very specific accounts who are likely not buying the pass. This is a logistics problem through and through that we are not ready to handle. Oh my goodness, we're gonna have a gank before 3 minutes. It's Skarner time, baby. The Scorpion is free and unleashed on the Rift, and this is what he's here to do. He's going for the Seraphine. He misses. Can they keep the engage going? There's the flash Q from the Rel with the crash down, and that's gonna be first blood to the Rock Scorpion.
And now he's gonna go do Scorpion things. As in, we won't see him for the next 4 minutes until he has another gank chance.
This is all gonna remind me of just remember old Skarner.
Give me back old Skarner.
Goofiest champion in the game. He did nothing. Wait, what? There was just a solo. How do you solo kill a Zac?
Oh, don't worry. This happened. Don't worry. This happened last game. He missed every single top lane fight for the 40 minutes.
How do you solo kill a Zac? Under his turret, nonetheless.
Average top lane things.
Average top, yeah, just... They're fighting and farming, that's all they know how to do.
Or we're having T in top lane.
We're having T in top lane, or we're fighting and dying and blaming the jungle for it. Can you really blame your jungle? It's a Nocturne. He's not going to be a champ for a while.
And even then, he falls off.
He falls off, man. It is weird to talk about Nocturne. He scales until he stops scaling.
Yeah, in my most recent ranked game that I was playing earlier before this, the Nocturne ended up 8-2. I was 0-4 Mordekaiser. The Yumi hopped on me. I never cast my ult again, and I ended up with 4 pentakills.
It is very funny to cast your ulti on Mordekaiser with the Yumi on. You just abandon her.
My friend is a Yumi one trick, and he's like, please don't pick that. And I lock in Mordekaiser. I'll be like soloing their entire team, then I'll just ult someone and just leave him.
Go away. I don't need you anymore. Yasuo is taking a very aggressive route through the minions. Usually you don't see this from a Yasuo Orianna matchup. You don't just see him dashing through the minions, ignoring Orianna's poke, hoping that the Orianna doesn't just kind of turn on him at some point.
Oh, yeah.
But, hey, you can do whatever you want. You're Yasuo. No one's stopping you.
I'm just taxing the lane.
Taxing? Why are you even taxing? There's no shove needed. He had it shove. Whatever. Oh, solo. Flash follow. Can they get the auto off? A great Q. The cleanse is a little too late, and that's going to result in the flip back. Don't go back in, Vars. Don't do it. Vivo.
He's gonna do it.
Vivo. They're not low enough. Don't do it.
Oh, he missed.
Okay, the Ashe is backed off enough that it's justifiable.
And Aatrox and Zach is just getting bullied by a Volibear. I guess.
Not Aatrox. If it was Aatrox, he'd be under his turret right now, okay? Let's be real. He'd be getting proxied. No, he'd be getting proxied.
He would be getting proxied.
Zach has wave clear. Aatrox doesn't. There's a difference.
Not until he gets Ravenous, and then he still doesn't have wave clear.
It's just fast enough to not get proxied. And usually you're at a landing phase, so you can get away with it. Is this going to be a commit Bramble? Because that's the thing about Bramble. You just usually build it and then ignore it.
Oh, and any top lane where they have healing. That Cho'Gath loses in, builds Bramble Vest and Tabbies, and he just says, okay, I win.
Yep. Remember when they
and then your laning phase is over.
Remember they nerfed Bramble so you couldn't do that, and you still do that?
Yeah.
You literally just build Bramble and then just go back to your normal build like nothing's happening.
And they're like, well, we don't want people doing this, so we're going to stop you from doing it.
And it still happens. Grub's Drake trade. Another thing Riot tried to stop and have not succeeded in doing.
No.
I don't know why they wanted to stop Grub's Drake trade. It's not like during the 2 Herald era, teams weren't just trading like to go first Herald. And if they lost first, if they didn't get first Herald, they just went Drake.
Yeah, if they didn't have the top prio, they just took bot lane Drake. Yeah. They just took it, and then they would trade second Herald for a second Drake.
Yeah, because second Herald was significantly less value. Whatever. I don't understand Riot's priority to try and remove, like, trading objectives in the game. It's a weird...
add another trading objective.
It's a weird goal. Yeah, they added a trading objective that is even worse because you don't even need all of them. So if you lose the first 3, you could just, like, get the second 3 by getting top prio and moving your bot lane up. Whatever.
But when I'm playing jungle, I just say, first drag, I do not care. I'm taking 3 grubs. And then they decide... I have a split push in the mirror. Do you contest me for the 3 grubs, or do you go deal
for 2 dragons?
Yeah.
We're gonna see a dive here. Skarner doesn't have 6 yet, as the Ashe, I believe, does. Doesn't have ulti though available, and there's just the pylon of the double tanks. And again, we're gonna take the kill. And it's gonna be a trade, actually, but here comes the Yasuo. We go again. Double dive. There's the Chain of Corruption connecting into the wall slam. And Yasuo wasn't even needed. But he's here to steal XP. And now there's the darkness coming in on top of it. Flash follow from Womp will pick up the kill. Yasuo ulti goes out for
just doing his own thing.
And Varus is farming the minions. Is Scorp gonna be able to get out here? Oh my goodness, Emperor almost falls. He's going to have a wave. Don't turn back. He's going to chase you. He should have the wave here to get him out of fear range. And if he wants to keep going, he can. Oh, never mind.
Oh, he spell shields the Q.
Spell shields Q. You can't fight Nocturne anymore.
Nocturne now gets 3 items worth of attack speed.
My Varus is trying to... The Varus is trying to cosplay the innocent bystander there. Did not want to take responsibility in case the play went south.
No, he did not. He was just hanging out, probably thinking that he was dead.
That's what I do to my that's what I do to my ADCs when I'm tired of them inting my lane. I'm like, if you mess this play up, it's on you. I'm gonna go top lane and just get my top laner Giga fed and then get Rift Herald off of it.
That's what my friend does. I just tell him, I'm like, all right, you're no longer your ADC support. You're my support now, top lane. Come with me.
That's like the ultimate, that's the best part about playing support. If your ADC's inting, you got 2 more people to try and hope they're not inting and just get them ahead.
Most of the time, one of the 2 are inting.
Sometimes it's all 3. It's a fun time.
Sometimes all 4 when your jungle's inting as well.
Oh, not the jungler too.
My average solo queue experience.
Oh, okay, we do have grubs in 40 seconds, so... This is an invade. How... Holy cow, how much prio does your team have?
And, oh, the poor Zach.
Zach is about to get dove. He has passive, but he's still gonna get dove.
Oh, and Volibear has ult, so...
No, they're just gonna give up on it. They're just gonna go for the grubs instead. They have 3...
No,
that's Seraphine getting locked out.
Seraphine just... walking up mid lane with no prio or vision?
That is an expensive Seraphine kill, though. For a 1-3 Seraphine, you expend your flash, crash down. I mean, your Yasuo ulti's pretty cheap, so you can afford to spend that pretty consistently, but that is an expensive Seraphine kill.
I mean, yeah.
For someone worth like 100 something, or 200 gold.
She's O2, she's still 300.
That was 0-3. Yeah, that was 1-3, so actually the gold got reset.
Yeah, no, her gold was reset.
Seraphine actually griefed herself on that play. That's tough.
Yeah. And another dive. Oh, no,
They can get this. They can get this. Turn the lights off, fire the Ashe ulti. Never mind, they don't want to commit to it. Okay. They don't have Seraphine ulti.
Did you know you can cleanse Nocturne blind?
Does nothing, I know.
No, it does. It gets rid of it.
Works?
Yeah, you can GP orange on like Nocturne blind, and it gets rid of the darkness, and then you could just ult wherever he is.
My favorite thing to do is have a spell shield item, because it burns the spell shield, then reapplies the blind. Or then reapplies the near sight. It's the greatest interaction in the game. And
I guess it's a constant effect.
Yeah, it's never gonna get fixed. Never gonna get fixed.
I doubt Ryan even knows it happens.
Honestly, I would not be surprised with how not very prevalent both of those champs are at times. Both those conditions are meant. First, you gotta get a Nocturne. Yeah, first you gotta get a Nocturne in your game. Then you gotta find a reason to build a spell shield item, usually on an AD champ.
And then or you have a cleanse, which normally you don't have.
The Impale! Good to connect it. Bebo Bash already on a kill.
From Zach.
Canceled. He's fighting Oliver, and he's forced to flash away with one tower. He's getting proxied.
Under his own tower and killed.
This is so mean. Well, now he's building Roa, so he's building AP, actually. Poor Volibear, what do you mean? He's 1-0 with 123 CS.
Oh, Roa is what he builds. He builds Roa into,
yeah, I know.
Flicker Blades. The funny, Korean build that everyone builds now.
Funniest thing is, no one knows why. But they do it anyways.
They just know it works.
Yeah, they saw some Korean guy do it, and they build it.
I mean, that's normally how NA,
That's how NA works.
We see every other region do something better than we do, and we take what they did and fail.
Look, we could be better than EU at times. That's situational.
Like the 1 year out of the last 14.
I don't know. NA and EU, they were pretty even for a while before G2 happened. It's pretty much G2. When you really talk about EU as a region, we're all talking about G2. It's one team. Let's not pretend it's all of EU. Oh, Shockwave connecting, and there's a wind wall. It doesn't matter. Oh, wait, actually.
Oh, never mind.
It's one more QW. Doesn't have W reset timer, though.
Shield back.
Yasuo has the shield. Yeah, there's no burn. Oh, the Nocturne's here. That's a kill. Forced to flash. Flash follow. Why'd you just give it to your Orianna? But whatever, it works out in the end. Really didn't need to burn the flash there, Noc, but it's fine. This is a bad play, I'm not gonna lie.
So he just hits him in the head with a boulder.
So much. It's basically, I always refer to it as off-brand Talia. Throws another rock.
Talia.
I don't know, I like Talia. I think Talia's fine. Not as good as Skarner, because what champ compares to Skarner right now? Oh, this is a bad position to take on a controller that you're clearing very slowly, but it's gonna be a Heartsteel stack for Ulper. Can Ulper keep this going? Flash forced out of Ming. And there's the flash and kill. You're going to Brazil.
I know, that's Mordekaiser's spot.
That is Mordekaiser, but no one... Actually, no, Mordekaiser ulti is like either the best or the worst ultimate, depending on the situation you're in.
I love 5v5 Mordekaiser, and you just have a mosh pit inside of the death room.
That is the best part about One for All Mordekaiser, actually. Because they all share a death roll. Because why would you ever expect two Mordekaisers to ulti in the same spot at the same time?
Or one Mordekaiser just keeps ulting the Mordekaiser that ulted a Mordekaiser, and one ends up with like 200% increased stats.
There's so many situations where it's just like that for Mord. I love that we're talking about Mord, and he's not even here.
Yeah, but there's not much going on as well, so no fights.
Hey, Rift Herald was taken.
Yeah, but there was no contest.
Rift Herald was taken by the team that's massively ahead, I'll have you know.
Yeah, it's only a 6k gold lead.
At 15 minutes.
I mean, FlyQuest almost had a perfect game doing that, so...
I don't think that's the reasoning for it. There's a different reason for that.
Because FlyQuest did good.
Yes, FlyQuest played their win con. This is
not fighting.
This is, yeah, farming up to safety. This is not a professional league game. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Like the... Oh?
Oh?
We saw this exact play today against PSG Talon.
Out, and there we go.
Yeah, we saw that exact play against PSG. Alvaro face checks 3 members of PSG Talon and gets deleted for it. It was my favorite play of the day. Because my team won because of it.
Not rooting for your home region? How dare you?
I'm not an NA fan. I've been a PSG Talon fan for my entire time watching League.
I'm not an NA fan.
I was a Golden Guardians fan, but that was because they had River. And now I'm not a 100 Thieves fan either.
100 Thieves had one good... I feel like NA has one good team every year, and that's it.
I was a fan of 100 Thieves because they had my favorite player from LEC, from my favorite team in the LEC. So yeah. I was a Schalke fan during the Miracle run, and then they dissolved, and their best players went to NA, so I was like, oh, I'm going to be a fan of this team. Yeah, I love Abadage. This was like, I believe OG... second Broken Blade transfer. Oh no, he didn't transfer a second time to North America. He went to TSM straight to Schalke, then left Schalke for G2, and we don't talk about what happened afterwards.
No, we don't. That's not real.
Oh, Zachary, you're not supposed to be here. 5 members for the Zach. Holy cow!
Give him that horse steel stack. Get him.
Yeah, they really don't like him.
Heart Steel Stack does things for my soul.
It does.
They have never made a better item than that, other than, like, Solari's sword.
So many weird items that don't exist anymore. Remember Omwrecker?
Bring back Omwrecker and ZZ. Bring back ZZ Rots.
Oh my god, I remember my...
ZZ Rots, Banner of Command, Omwrecker.
Please, no Banner of Command. Oh, is this just gonna be a solo kill?
I think it is.
Shockwave goes out, but that does no damage. Oh, misses the tornado. Never mind. Frozen Inter.
Bring back Deathfire Grasp.
They honestly... Oh, this is going to be a really bad play for the Yasuo here. There's no Shockwave available, but that's the fear going down, and that is a kill going over to Ming on this Ashe.
Volibear just does Volibear things.
Yep, he's going to go in chunk down Princeton here on the Zachary. Not gonna ulti. Usually you ulti and just beat the turret down.
He's not gonna need ulti.
He's not gonna need. He could have used it. He would have actually got the kill there. Legitimately would have got the kills. They're gonna drop Rift Herald. Okay, so if they're griefing, they mess this play up. Okay, they're not inting.
Stranglehold they're giving them.
They're not inting and use the Herald properly. Chain of Corruption flashed away from, and this push could continue if they're willing to commit. Like, aggressively. Too aggressively, I should say.
A fun thing you can do with Rift Herald is let it charge the tower as you break it, and then it does damage to inhib, doesn't lose the HP, and gets another charge.
Why do we have a faded Ashe's Orianna?
Because there's 3 tanks on the other team?
Yeah, but usually Orianna doesn't really do burn damage too often.
That's true.
Orianna, I mean, you could go Ludens into Shadowflame, even though Shadowflame's kind of
Storm
useless.
Surge.
Like, usually it's, yeah, Storm Surge. Orianna doesn't really do that. She's a burst champion, mostly. Take that ulti, you won't. Oh.
Aww.
They won't. It's depressing and sad, and I thought it was going to be a good Yasuo, a goofy Yasuo ultimate moment.
Bring back old Stoneplate.
I know! I've been complaining about it for all season. Why is the only item that we can build both stats on, like both AP or MR and armor, a support, like 2 support items, and a capstone item? Yeah, 2 support items and a capstone item.
Yeah, that's true.
Jock shows, like, Gargoyles, you could rush it if you needed it. It wasn't a super valuable item because it had a shield that scaled off, a decaying shield that scaled off % health, or bonus health, but...
No, old would work. Doubled your health bar for a few seconds.
How big was your health bar was really the answer to that question. A 2-man impale comes through. The shockwave
The
going
Oriana
to
ult
burn
comes
down.
out, and that's going to be a kill on Skarner.
Oh, there's Yasuo coming in. Is he going to be able to find a kill here? Emperor's not taking any damage.
Diving under the tower.
Forced to flash forward. This is just a very segmented fight, to say the least. Gonna come out with
Just under the tower, just hanging out.
World's most world's weirdest 2-for-1. You could have stopped tanking that turret a while ago, bro, but it's okay. It's working.
And the 6 grubs just delete the tower.
Yeah, 6 grubs is really strong when you have a split push champion. Like Volibear.
That's how me and my friend are climbing. We're just like, I'm gonna get you all 6 grubs, and you're gonna do your thing.
I honestly, I know all the boring, cheesy things to climb, but I'm like, I don't want to put up with ranked players, and also that, half of the ranked strategies for climbing are really boring to me.
Oh, no, they are. They are absolutely horrible.
It's like, play exclusively enchanters every game, I mean, Twitch is kind of fun, but I just don't don't know, Twitch doesn't give me the dopamine rush.
And he used to.
My friend has been doing it, and he loves it, but, Twitch just doesn't give me dopamine. As this is going to be an Oriana doing a little magic trick called disappearing. Shockwave is good, actually. And no ulti to buffer it. Oh, never mind. Oriana doesn't disappear. Good. Well played by Emperor there to survive.
If Vali was smart, he would have flashed the other side of the ult so it
didn't have
him into the Oriana.
He didn't have flash. That would have been a legendary play. Second flash. Oh, yeah, that's Princeton going down. And there's a
pause.
I was not expecting a pause. Or something? Mid-heavy lag. Yeah, that's right as that happened. Mid-heavy lag. Oh, we have to sit through this in real time. I forgot.
Yeah, no, we get real time. They still have to watch the game.
Despite the pause being in the past tense for us, we still need to sit through it in real time for no reason. The replay client, everybody. It's just how it works.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense, but it works enough sometimes. At least it wasn't some weird game-breaking bug that we'd actually have to do
invisible
another round
Volibear.
Invisible Volibear.
Or no, invisible Nunu.
Oh my god, the Nunu snowball glitch that just made it unwatchable.
Oh yeah, where he's just invisible, then you just get ulted by him, and you're like, oh.
Oh no, not that. There was a bug for a little bit. I don't know if it's ARAM exclusive or not, but if you were using the Space Groove Nunu skin and you released the snowball, it just blinded everybody in the lane.
Oh,
because the spell effects just took up the entire screen for no reason. So, yeah, that was a fun thing. I think it's patched out, considering I haven't seen it blow up my monitor recently.
Oh, Flashbang Nunu? Yeah.
Flashbang Nunu hasn't ruined my games recently. There's also, Invisible Snowball, which is still in the game.
Do you remember when there was sometimes a bug where every champion was invisible? Permanently?
I remember the white bars. That was a fun one. Global anything.
Global Cho'Gath ult was fun.
There was Global Poppy Q. There was Global Kane W. So many weird
Global Cho'Gath ult was fun. Imagine just being bot lane low HP and then you just get executed by Cho'Gath across the lane. Across the map.
Dude, there's so many weird abilities that I can't wait for the some global Skarner bug to be discovered because he can clip into walls for a little bit. Though actually Riot has mitigated that by, making him unable to cast anything. So that means someone's gonna buffer the Q so it auto throws while you're in the wall and it just clips through and breaks reality or something. I don't know. And we're back. I'm just waiting for someone to test out Skarner game breaks because it's very easy to. It's very likely we're gonna find one soon.
There's a break with Kane where if you W as you take the tower, it counts as another champion. You only get half gold.
Why?
Because it's W's code as another person.
Of course it is. Oh. I think this.
Is that another pause?
No. That was an oopsies, I think, as the Baron is being sieged. And Womp is not looking to go into the pit right now. They have no vision, actually, so they can't jump into the pit. He's just got the blind... Oh, he doesn't have flash. Never mind. And they're just trying to fight a Volibear. This Volibear is immortal. Finally gonna go down.
Kill.
He still killed the Nocturne, and it's gonna be Baron for Siena Heights, and that's an ulti miss, but the stun comes through afterwards from the Skarner. They're just gonna run. They're just gonna run down Brooklyn College here. This is a bit of a beatdown, if I do say so.
Orianna finally finishing her Leandries. Yeah.
Not liking it. I don't really think it's the build here, Chief.
I love Shadow Flame Shogat ult. It's just... Because it procs on that, apparently.
It would make sense. It isn't that useful, because it's an execute.
Yeah, but then you can just execute them from above their health bar.
You could execute from above the execute threshold.
Because then it scares people, because it doesn't give them the warning that they're in execute range.
Just doesn't... Cho'Gath interactions are weird.
Because he's one of the most overloaded old champions of the game.
Most confusing old champion. It doesn't make sense why his kit works the way it does, but it just does.
The permanent slows.
As Shockwave forced out there. That's a nice double stun from the Seraphine. Yasuo gonna follow up with the ulti, and that is Scorp on a killing spree. And the tower falling in bot lane. Okay.
Lila said in the Twitch chat, she would do better than Fly at Worlds.
Fly Fly won yesterday, but also Fly beat Gam. So
they also lost today.
They lost to
PSG. I think.
Fly, no.
Yeah, no, I think they're either.
No, they did not. Right, they did not lose to PSG because we beat the Mad Lions. They lost to
HLA. Lost to Diplo.
Or no,
they lost to Kia. Dipless.
Damwon? I forgot. They had Damwon played a good game, but that was a game FlyQuest could have won. They threw.
They're versing PSG on Monday.
Tomorrow or Monday. That's right. Yeah, that's why. The schedule's Sunday. The schedule's really weird. The Rel died and all that.
I don't think.
But I don't think that's going to make much of a difference, as that's the first turret and second Nexus turret. Those are Nexus turrets. That's a big inhibitor.
Nexus tower.
Nexus is basically a big inhibitor. And the game will end. 25 minutes is all it takes for Siena Heights to take game. Is it game 1 or is it...
gold? Yeah, game 1. 13.5 game 1 gold advantage.
I don't know. Sometimes people use, like, some leagues use best of ones. Some of them do best of threes. It's a varied soul. It's like a very mix of things. But that was a very dominant win. With low kills, actually. Like, really low kills for a game that was never really in doubt after a while.
Oh, yeah. I wish that was my ranked games, not my bot lanes going 0-71 in a 25-minute game.
I got nothing. I can't think of anything. I've been really wanting to play League today. As it turns out, casting League for a long time, and then...
Makes you want to play League. Until you play ranked, and then you regret everything.
That's why I only play norms. I don't touch ranked. That thing is not worth my time. Except for the Sona skin, which they should have told me about.
Me and my friend, we're like bronze, silver, gold rank consistently. We go on a draft, and we get put against Diamond, Masters, and GMs playing draft.
I have no clue what my norms MMR is anymore, because I just play against a bunch of random garbage.
Like, like garbage.
Like, not garbage, but like a bunch of random players or ranks. Like, I can go from I'm a gold player, which isn't really meaning anything because everyone places gold these days. But like, I go against golds and silvers, and then I'll just jump up to like diamonds occasionally and get steamrolled, and then go back down like nothing happened.
So like iron lobbies, and you steamroll them, and you get.
There are some like I cannot explain how I had masters players in one of my ARAM lobbies recently, which I was like, how is this a thing?
Oh, because ARAM has its own MMR system.
I know it does have its own MMR system, but like, you think it would interact with some of the ranks. There's no reason.
Bring back Twisted Tree Line.
They won't. It was just full of bots. I can speak from experience.
I know.
As a late stage Twisted Tree Line attempted player, because it kind of reminded me of that one map from Heroes of the Storm where you had to capture the altars. It was There was just bots. And the queue times were long for a botted lobby, may I remind you.
Did you find 3 people willing to play it?
It took... I know you only need to find 3 people to play, but no one wanted to play the mode.
I did.
I mean, there were people who did, but most people just queued norms, ranked, or ARAMs. Or the rotating game mode, because we had rotating game mode at the time. That was fun.
Why does the league just take away all the fun stuff?
Because, well, now half of the rotating game modes wouldn't even work with the game.
Yeah.
Like, what?
I can't wait to see.
Project was one of them. Darkstar was one of them. Those don't even, like, those codes would just crash the game immediately. Doombots would crash the game.
I want to bring. They should bring back Doombots.
I don't know. Doombots kind of... I mean, they do have technically better bots now, so they can probably code it, but it was a bit easy to cheese the bots. Even at higher ranks, because they always acted the same way, because they run on code. Shocker, I know.
I want them to bring back the, you know what they should do? Doombots, and you have a chance to queue in as the Doombot.
That'd be
As an actual
really
player.
interesting. That'd be kind of fun, actually. If they made it humans, I don't know if it would feel the same. Because a human player would just be able to steamroll as the Doombot.
They have to put, like, some limitations on it. Like, it gets, like, you have to end the game earlier.
Yeah,
Or, like, to get, like,
something. I
after,
don't
like,
know.
quartered XP.
It would be interesting. Not gonna happen, but would be fun to try. But we get back
If
to
they ever did it as a PvE thing, I would never play League again until they got rid of it.
what else was like? There's Odyssey, which was basically just kind of like Swarm, except not quite as adept and way more grindy. Actually,
Yeah.
no, Swarm was pretty grindy, honestly, and it wasn't very fun.
Swarm is just bad. Swarm was just a bad mode. They should never bring it back.
It was fun for a little bit, but if you were playing, like, I was a single player. It's not as fun as Vamp Survivor. I'm not sorry. It's not as fun. The gameplay. Yeah, but I think
No. Swarm was just horrible as a solo player. You need 4 people.
literally as a solo player, you could only play Briar. Literally, the only character you could play was Briar. No other character survived long enough to actually get to late game consistently. And even then, once you got to higher difficulties, it was impossible. Like, I could not solo the second boss on hard difficulty, or whatever the second one was, because you didn't have enough health and damage to clear waves anymore. It's like,
No, it was
just really unbalanced. You couldn't play Jinx. Aurora was the worst champ in the game. Why
Leona
would you ever play
kind of
Yumi?
felt horrible.
Yumi was bad. Leona was one of the best characters, honestly. Alawi was really strong. Wait, was that us jumping? Oh. It was too quick of a...
Still kind of,
Rotating game modes would be fun to see come back. Because, like, we get what? Once every quarter of a year? Like, once every 4 months?
Once about every event.
Like, once every event we get one, and sometimes they're not good. Like, sometimes we get Earth, and I don't really like Earth, and I much like less... Or I much rather would not have A-Earth ever.
I like ARF, honestly, because it forces you to play new things.
It does, but I just use ARAM for that. And also ARAM, I could just run whatever the hell I want, and it probably works.
That is true.
ARF just, I don't know. I just never fell in love with the Earth formula.
Yeah. No, I can give it that.
Like, I tried Earth a couple times and it just didn't feel very fun. I love One for All. There's
One
some
for all,
balance.
Mordekaiser for ever live in my heart.
There's some balance changes they made that were very smart, like no 5 Karthus and no 5 Teemo.
But 5 Karthus and 5 Teemo was great.
It was very funny, but it was also just everyone would sit in base and just keep ulting each other until the game ended. Until
the game was
like until the game kicked you out pretty much, because no one would be able to play. Everyone would just get 6 and ult and never leave Fountain because they would explode if they did. They would get hit with 5 Karthus ultimates.
Another thing where you buy a bunch of items and then you just sell them and get a bunch of
Black market
PBR
brawlers.
and do it.
Black market brawlers, which is just a bunch of super buffed items. That was an interesting idea that they should totally bring back, since they're basically doing it with Arena, which I guess makes
Yeah.
Arena a slightly more evolved version of Black Market, but it's also very different. Like, Black Market was just regular League with busted items. Like,
I will forever want this, a mode where it's only the champion buffs and changes, but nothing else. So all like reworks they've done to a champion get added into the same thing.
I would. We've been. I mean, I would love for them to open a League Classic server at this point. It's been 14 years.
No. I mean, like, so you know how like
No, I know,
Myanmar
but I'm
got
talking about
reworked?
two separate things.
Yeah,
I mean, Flyguard got. It was less of a rework, more of just making his ultimate actually usable. Or actually consistent. Because stealing a percent of your opponent's AP was a weird mechanic that did not make sense. I mean, I guess it kind of did with his gimmick at the time, but he was a burst mage more than he was an anti-mage. Come on.
yeah. I can't wait for them to do the Swain changes
What Swain changes
again.
would be?
So they're like doubling the range on his Q. They're gonna do something to his W to make it actually usable in his kit finally.
I mean, W is... I mean, it's really good depending on what you do with it. What you're expecting
His
out of it.
R might have multiple explosions now.
That would be absurd.
I don't know what they're doing to it. His E is gonna travel like 2 to 3 times faster to stay linear with all the other supports.
Oh my god. That is terrifying.
His Q is gonna get double range, by the way.
Yeah, he's already really good. Why are they buffing Swain?
Because he doesn't match up with the current state of league.
I mean, I guess he doesn't, but that's because he's a drain tank, and right? Hate drain tanks.
Yeah, but they want to make him more of a solo lane drain tank.
Kind of is. Just smack him top lane, build full tank, and he does not die.
Build Riftmaker, Unending Despair, Spirit
Yeah.
Visage.
And he doesn't
he just
die.
sits there.
Because it's the only item with Omnivamp now, after they removed
Gunblade.
the orb. What was it called? It was the big
I know what you're
purple
talking-
orb. Yeah, I can never remember the name of it, but it was the big purple orb. It's time to go to the League Wiki, because I love the League Wiki. There's so many fun
Big
things
Purple
on it.
Orb League.
Purple orb.
League
If I
of
look up purple
Legends.
orb. Okay, that's
Not
Syndra. Yeah,
Oblivion Orb.
I don't know why I'm surprised I got Syndra. We're into the draft. Did they go through draft?
gives- Did they?
No. Was it null something? No. They're just doing the same bans again. Is that a part of the agreement?
No.
No, they banned. Okay, they're just really. Okay, they already did it then. They did a draft lull in secret. Where is this item? I'm gonna find it.
So
Swear
even
to
looking
God.
at, I'm looking at their wiki, and they only have the current ones in the game.
I'm looking at removed items because I will find it. And it's just a Volibear ban. Gwendolyn Lilia, the best AP jungler in the game right now. Yep. Spellbinder.
That's what it is. There we go.
This stupid item was so weird. Did it give Omnivamp? It didn't. I just remember Vladimir building this all the time. Oh my god, it doesn't even have the thing I remember it having, but it was cool. This is gonna be the LeBlanc. Did we say the? We did say LeBlanc locked in. They pivoted off of it, huh?
No cure for fools.
Yasuo gonna be taken away now. I don't. Why'd they give Skarner over then?
Grounded.
Grounded.
Foolish.
Or this spell vamp technically, but what gave spell vamp?
Spellvamp. Gunblade.
I know. Nothing. Literally nothing in the game gives spell vamp anymore.
I think Gunblade used to, right?
It did, yes. I remember. I think no, Spellblade was Omnivamp, I believe. It might have been Spell though, but it's like the same
knows?
thing because only AP champs could build it. Zyra Ashe bot lane. That's annoying.
Oh, the champion with the most depth in the game. Yeah.
Zyra. Varus Rel. It's the run back. It's just the salty run back here.
It is.
Oh, and it's Yone. Damn it. I thought I could avoid it. Alas. Yo, run it, dread it, run from it. Yone arrives all the same. I'm never excited to see a Yone game anymore.
Yon is just Yon.
I'm so
He's
tired.
everywhere.
He's everywhere now. He's viable in pro, and that's what makes it the worst, because he's not supposed to be. And
What do
also
you mean? He's totally viable in pro.
he is viable in pro, and that's the problem. This is the best mid laner on patch right now, and I hate it. It's like the only AD option. And he beats everything because he just shreds them to pieces with Bork. And he only needs 2 crit items, so he just builds sustain and bulkiness. Because that's what I want out of my...
enters the field.
That's what I want out of my assassins. I want them to build... Even though they're fighters, yes, but, like... Crit-oriented champions should not have that much bulk. They should not be able to build Stridebreaker, Randuins, and Asterix if they really want to. Like, those are not optional items that I should be seeing on my assassins. Or, I guess, crit. Melee marksman is really what they are. Why do they have double crit still? Don't they have enough stuff in their passives?
Not enough, apparently.
He also has a freaking shield and a big wind wall upgrade. That's unrelated to his passive, but like that's technically a passive upgrade. It only needs to be max rank, so you need to hit level 18 because you're not maxing spell shield. You're not maxing wind wall second, unless you're something else.
Mm.
And by
I mean,
something else,
W-max-
I mean a griefer.
Bring back the AP Trinity era.
Don't, please, no.
What, you didn't enjoy AP Trinity?
Can we get old AP Scion back? Where he had his weird laser eyes that he had, yeah, he had laser eyes. And he just stared at you and would one-shot you.
Yeah.
Good old Scion. No one played him. No one understood what he did. Urgot Ultimate, though. Old Urgot Ultimate. I want that back on some champion, because that is one of the sickest ultimates in the game. Just press a random champion and Urgot's in your team comp. Your ADC had a support ultimate. It was really bad. It was really funny.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Urgot was so weird. Man, there's so many weird champions from, like, old League. And then you think about the fact, like, wasn't old Urgot in the game until, like, Season 8? Or Season 9?
I don't know.
I think he was in the game for a weirdly long amount of time. Like, old Urgot had to be updated. Relatively recently. I can't say, like, recently. Past versions. Last change 7-9. Yeah, he was here till Season 8. The ugliest champ in the game that no one wanted to play. Unless he was really good. There are definitely some... They should bring some mechanics back. Is that a Zac mid, or is this a lane swap? No, this is Yone top, Zac mid. I mean, Gwen would... Yeah. Gwen would love to have a Zac top lane. Free healing? Free healing and tank shred. I'll take it.
Seconds until minions spawn.
They can't invade. Unless Rel hits this crazy engage. Hold on. The wraparound is real. There's the engage with the W. Flash follows going out.
That's a kill for Varus.
The chain's gonna connect. Oh my goodness, it did work. Where's the Yone? What is Yone looking at?
He's sitting in a bush.
Sitting in hide on bush. Call him Faker. I mean, good deep ward, but why was the Yone just not watching?
Oh, I thought he didn't want to die.
Just not watching for any wraparounds. I guess he just was like, they're not gonna do it. And they're not gonna invade? And it's not the worst idea. They see that he's not starting Raptors, actually, so... Wait, no they don't. That's a blue ward. I'm very lost here.
Same. Oh. Wonder how top lane's gonna go with this.
Poorly. Let's put it that way. This Gwen is going to be a problem.
Gwen will just be a menace and will always be a menace.
I mean, there's
It's
some
Gwen.
threat here in return, but he's gonna need to flash away to safety and not gonna pick up the kill. Doesn't have the ignite, unlike Animosity on this Gwen. That's just extra true damage. And healing cut, which is really important into Gwen and Yone.
Yeah. Well, the question is will it be such a dominant,
Top lane as last time, because oh boy.
a dominant game in general?
Possibly not. This Yone, oh, Q3 messes. That's a kill if Q3 doesn't miss. And Ulfer just driving out of nowhere. This is going to be at least the passive burn and the flash on top of it. Whelp is here at least to stop any dive. So it's something.
I mean, if it happens, it happens.
If it happens, it happens. I don't want my jungler to have the mentality of if it happens, it happens.
It is what it is.
When I'm getting dove under my turret by the enemy Scar. The Skarner's just everywhere. What a good stun, forcing the flash out. The crash down overshoots it because of that.
There's
But the
gonna be another
Varus just
kill,
doesn't care.
and the heal comes out. Oh, the Vera still gets it.
Has the E available. Has more attacks. You keep forgetting. This is supposed to be on hit Varus as well. Has the lethal tempo this game.
Horus has always been a spooky champion.
Varus is really good. The chain's gonna connect. I don't think Scorp has spell rotations yet.
No, he doesn't.
He is a
not
level
yet.
4, level 4 LeBlanc with no items. There's no chance there's a spell rotation available. Yone's basing again. He only... Oh, that's not good. Basis for the 2 daggers after using teleport. That's a play of all time. Can they stall the Zac W? They just canceled it. I believe they did just cancel that. Nope. Zac really held that one. Got the ignite out too, though, so that's something in trade.
Yeah.
Something. The Zac has been the king of getting something. A gank and then an ignite, so that's value, I think. Yone,
Just a snippet comes out from Gwen.
Yone should be able to catch this wave. It's mostly just a... being annoying.
Wave. Not gonna lie, I thought the Skarner was a Malphite.
I wish it was. I love Malphite.
I love Wizard Rock.
Rock. His
Wizard
gimmick
Rock.
is... His game is a big rock. That's his whole gimmick. He's a big rock. And what does he do? Rock things, of course. What else would he do as a big
Do you know
rock?
what the biggest counter in League is?
I would say AP Malphite. I could play AP Malphite into anything.
Silas in the Malphite has a 98% win rate.
Wow.
And it doesn't matter which lane.
Silas into Malphite? Yeah, of course. No duh.
Just takes Malphite ult and just wins.
Yeah. AP champion takes Malphite ulti. It's not a shocker. There's no defensive summoner available for Animosity here. Maybe they can get it, but Whelp doesn't have ulti. It's going to really have to be this Yone getting back in with that lethal tempo, or the Lily's going to have to burn Flash for a Flash Q. As Flash Auto doesn't even need the Q. Never mind. It is technically a duo kill.
I'm just going to go
Yeah.
hide forever now.
I don't think the Yone did, actually, no, Yone did the early damage. You know what?
Yeah, he
Good
did
job,
most of the
Princeton.
early damage. What are you talking about?
Good job, Princeton. I don't know, it's Lilia. Lilia does Lilia things. Like clearing these grubs really quickly. But there's the Skarner drifting it. How does he get the stun there? That just feels illegal. And this is gonna be a solo kill. Never mind, Scorp steals it. Burns his flash to steal a kill that was secured already. What?
You know, the average,
Yone? What is this reset attempt coming in? And this is just giving a kill over. He has the Fate sealed. He's not gonna be able to use it to get out. It's gonna run into the Skarner. And Scorp gets 2 free kills. I guess not 3. Had a flash to steal one from his Skarner.
Nope, but like, you know, totally wasn't a steal, you know. Totally wasn't a solo kill.
Wasn't a steal. Not like Skarner has 2 abilities that are pretty decent range. And do enough damage to kill a 0 health target, right? Surely.
No,
Nah,
not at all.
It's not like
Crazy.
Both of those abilities slow, so that Lilia's passive doesn't even really work on it. Nah. I guess getting LeBlanc fed is a valiant effort or whatever.
Yeah, because, you know, LeBlanc
But also,
damage.
but also if I was no, if I'm over, I'm throwing down the question mark pings right now. My kills. What is this nonsense?
Oh, my friend steals my penta.
I have stolen so I've gotten better. I used to steal pentas, and now I'm like, oh, I lay off. I get it. I respect the hustle. It took me getting like 5 quadras in a single day, and I was like, okay, fine. Penta stealing isn't fun. That's what ARMs do. You just get to play quirky, go in. As we see a trade going mid and deceive.
Question is, though, will there be an... I mean, this game is still kind of dominant.
There's no Penta coming in. I'm gonna be real with you, Chief.
LeBlanc penta.
LeBlanc Penta is not happening, and I don't see Gwen Penta happening.
Gwen penta is a lot more reasonable.
Look, I saw the only Evelyn pentakilling pro. That was weird. It was OG Evelyn, and it looked funny. Not every champ is meant for pentakilling, okay? Gwen honestly is one of them. I just don't think into this comp. Don't think it's
Not
gonna
at
happen
this
into
comp.
this comp.
No, too much CC. Too much.
Way too much.
Too many slows. Too many annoyances.
Gwen will be experiencing the play around it gameplay of get hit by 3 CC and just like, yeah, that's how you're supposed to just play around it. What do you mean?
SW.
What do you mean? I mean, yeah, but if... Well, Yone's melee. Zac is melee. Gwen's is... She'll be in melee range when she puts it down.
That's true.
So it's
She
like,
will
just
not
play
care.
around it. Yeah. Trust me, there are so many things you forget about when you have that... You have the Shrouded Mist, there are many things you forget about when you have that magical power. Like, you just kind of think nothing can hit you, and then you forget, like, melee champs enter your range to hit you, and it's like, oh, wait, yeah, they can do that.
Cho'Gath still does things to me. Oh no.
I know, but, like, just any champ gets in your range, and you're like, they can't hit me, and then they hit you.
And I cry.
And it's like, ah, damn it. This is gonna be Skarner just coming in. This Ashe is dead. Nope, they go for the
Again?
Zyra first. Into the Crash Down Magnet Storm. There's the Chain of Corruption. Oh, Tangle. Stranglethorn's gonna come in.
Yone's here.
Can Yone clean this up? No, Yone's about to die, actually. Oh, the ulti, the flash.
This is and LeBlanc picks up another kill, and Zac is here.
Emperor's, yeah, Zac is here. This is very not good for this team as now the
Misses the crash down.
Crash Down misses, and no, it's not gonna be the world's jankiest ace. That was a teleport in from Yone. Yeah, that teleport sucked, to quote a more famous person.
Kind of late, you know.
Little late, and an interesting strategy is I don't think July should be fighting this, but they don't have Ashe ulti actually. But if Emperor can keep locking this down, there's the let's bounce into the... That bowling ball was way too far behind. You gotta know where they're running. You can't just throw it at your Zac and hope it hits. How did he get 1 kill back? Like, only 1. That play felt like it should have been more.
Should have been, but wasn't.
Was not. It was a bit uncoordinated. We have almost a full stack Dark Suit. We're gonna see a Mage Eyes this game. So we better see
I
a
think
Mage
we
Eyes
are.
this game. We better. His Animosity's getting shrocked right now. Needs to hit all the snips, and does. And there's the Ignite going down. Flash away. That's the needlework coming through. You can't run forever, Yone.
Eventually, you will get caught.
They got the Drake. How did they win the Drake?
Sometimes it's better not to ask.
The entire... Okay.
You know, it's just kind of happening. You can't really...
The objectives are just happening. How do you... Okay, they wanted Grubs, but they could have just took Drake on the way to Grubs. They were so far ahead. Whatever. Zach is getting bursted down. This is called play into the LeBlanc. You don't have Spirit Visage finished yet.
Not just yet.
Lucky Scorp ran out of mana though. That's the storm. That's the only downside of Storm Surge. You have no mana.
You're fine.
Ooh, good jump away there. And a little bit of taxation never hurt anybody. That is a lot of health stole. Ooh, the rock almost popped the passive. If they pop that passive, Scorp is killing this Zac next life. No doubt.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Oh, the Zac is in pain. The CSing is pain.
Pain. They're in Spain with without the S.
It's Spain without the A.
No. It's...
Spin.
Yes, it is spin.
I go to spin. Why is some Phantom Dancer rush Ashe?
To run for her life, clearly.
I've seen some questionable Ashe builds. I had to watch my team's ADC build Triforce into Terminus into... I don't even remember what the last item was. It wasn't very useful. There was a Skarner on the enemy team. I feel like I should just put it out there. As the Impale going to connect. Not going to get anything out of it. No, but what I'm saying is you build Kraken Slayer. There is a Skarner on the enemy team. You just build the Kraken Slayer first item. It's still good.
Oh, no, it is, yeah. There's no doubt about that.
Why Phantom Dancer rush? There's the Fate Sealed coming out. Can't finish the job. Is Animosity going to go for the dive here is the question. So the wave is reset.
I don't know.
Wave
Maybe
is reset, so yeah. Don't think they can do it yet. Princeton is not even close to Bork yet, so this is a bit of a dire situation as we'd put it in the top lane.
It's always a dire situation in top lane, though.
Nice crash down Magnet Storm. Goodbye, Zyra. Oh! Zyra stole the kill. They'll get 2. This would have been a nice triple kill for your Ashe. Man, it would have been... Never mind. They just ran their own bot laner for their foams. That is brutal. Quintessential ADC experience.
Oh, of course.
This problem wouldn't have happened if you had any AD built into you right now.
Well, that's how it goes, though.
This is the Pacifist Ashe build right now. You have only attack speed and crit. And then you're building Bork second. Why not just rush Bork? It gives you attack speed. And lifesteal.
That's too much to think about. Come on now.
Into a Skarner Rel. No Kraken Slayer rush. No Bork rush. But Bork second still?
Of course.
My brain
What do you
hurts.
expect? Do you think anything else less than that? Come on now.
I've seen some bad Ashe builds in my time, so yes, but there's the Impale. This is yeah, that's a play around it moment right there. I love that the Demolish was ready, and they just didn't proc it on the turret, basically to style, and say, yeah, we don't need this turret down still.
No, they'll be fine.
As this tier 2 should fall. They have a lot of damage, and by a lot of damage, I mean Gwen. And
Gwen is the
it's
damage.
gone. Gwen is so strong. Oh, Chain of Corruption connects. Oh, never mind. The play's over. Play's over. It's gonna be on Rift here. This is only 15 minutes. Just with how SHU are playing, it just feels like it's later in the game than it is.
But it's not. It's just...
I know. Oh, have they caught out the Varus? Varus forced to flash. They need to hit this Q at least. There's the Stranglelords coming in. Good flash. Let's bounce. Zach, don't take the kill. God damn it.
Zach took the kill.
It is so hard
Come on,
to
Zach,
not...
you had one job.
I'm gonna be real. As a Zach player, it is so hard to not kill with Zach by accident because your Let's Bounce and W does so much damage, and you get your W back so frequently with Let's Bounce.
Oh, no, it is. It's so quick, and I love it. No, well, I hate it because I have to fight it.
Yeah, but it is... Oh my god. Zach is such... That is a champion I could play, like, nonstop. That is constant dopamine hits.
Oh, yeah.
I should
Just
play
a
more.
constant. I should go play Zach top lane after this.
I just want more champions to. I just want Rammus to be viable in more lanes so I could play it because I just love the Thornmail 5 or Thornmail 4 chain vest build. It's so fun.
Oh yeah.
It's like the dumbest build ever, but it works and I love it.
I remember when you used to be able to stack items in Bramble Vest. It used to apply of 6 times.
Black Cleaver, everyone's favorite thing to not have a unique passive. Insta stacks the entire Cleaver passive. So you have 0 armor. Oh, it was a good time. Good times were had.
Bring back the Cinderhulk's 5 Warmogs.
Oh no! Oh, there's a lockdown onto Whelp. Whelp actually going to be able to grab a really nice sleep. There goes the realm with so much damage. From
And there goes the Gwen. And you weren't expecting the pentakill.
Oh. No way.
Is this it?
It's gonna happen.
It's gonna be it.
Don't steal it, don't steal it, don't steal it. They
What
don't
did I
steal
tell you?
it! Gwendolyn pentakill. I was really worried someone was gonna steal it. This team has a history of stealing kills.
I kept thinking it was a Malphite. I'm like, he's gonna ult. He's gonna ult.
He's gonna... Man, I don't like Malphite's new ult, or new icons. I say new, they're like 2 years old now, but I don't like them. I like the goofy ones where it was just him, like, standing there. His old ultimate icon. His old alt icon. He's supposed to be dashing towards you, but you couldn't tell. They drew it so poorly. He's just standing. Like, yep, that's a face of intimidation right there. Also, Malphite's head looks like his nose, but that's a model design issue.
Yeah.
That's mostly... They made Malphite look good in Wild Rift, but too good for League.
Wild Rift gets all the good skins.
Yeah, that's because their engine's new or whatever.
And Riot Client is so bad, and its code is so messy that they can't.
It's not even the client. It's the actual game engine at that point.
And the code.
Heartseal. Yes.
Heartseal.
It's because they would just have to replace all the animations and everything, and they would have to buy new models, and Yone's got to buy a new life. But this isn't Dota, so there's no buyback.
Yeah. No, but what's it called? Riot code is. They've said that it's so messy that it's easier to fix bugs that come out from the editing code than it is to redo it.
They just don't want to commit to rewriting.
And cost them. No, but it would also cost them like 3 years worth of income just to redo the code to hire the people to do it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It would cost, like, the debt is really high on the tech debt is so high in League. It is really hard to fix it at this point. As Ulper thought otherwise and just turned around.
And Ash gets hit in the head by a giant rock.
Big rock. Oh my goodness! Ming disappears.
Disappears right as he just looks at the Gwen just taking top lane.
That is the craziest cutaway of all time because you just see the health bar and then we cut to top lane and it's just brutal. I'm like, oh, that was too graphic to see on TV, I think.
Yeah, no, we just see the edge of the Gwen just go in, or the edge of the LeBlanc go in. See the health bar pop, and then you just see disappear.
Stranglethorn's not going to hit animosity, doesn't matter, as that is just a Rel engage for the ages. Gwen going to pick up one. They'll trade the Rel in response, but this is a real quick 2-0. I think like 40-something minutes total for a 2-0.
40, maybe 50?
40-something minutes for a 2-0 for Siena Heights University. Oh.
Which is just rough.
10 kills for Gwen. 5 of those in one play.
And you said it wouldn't happen.
I thought it wasn't going to. I never believed teams getting pentakills happens. Like, it's a thing. You gotta just, like, feel it. And SHU were feeling like they wanted to win and go do something else, like sleep or whatever it is college students do.
I'm going out to the bars. Have to celebrate.
To bars. Celebrate your 2-0 win in League. Sounds depressing.
No, that doesn't.
Celebrate your casual League 2-0 win, yeah. But that is it for the ECAC stream today. I've been Box Kimchi. This has been Steve with me.
Yeah.
And that was SHU versus Brooklyn College Maroon. And we will see you next week, hopefully.
Hopefully next week.
Hopefully next week for more League of Legends.